about secret meetings and smoke-filled rooms. I've got a message for all the scumbags, losers, killers, and haters of this world. Evil must be punished. Confirmation and update on secret UFO meeting at the UN by Michael Sala, PhD. I recently circulated an article describing a secret meeting that allegedly occurred at the New York office of the United Nations discussing UFOs and extraterrestrial life. The confidential source for the meeting is presently working as a member of the diplomatic community who relayed this information to two New York-based researchers, Sean and Clay Pickering. I am pleased to announce that I have received independent confirmation that the alleged meeting did in fact occur on the morning of February 12, 2008, as Clay's and Sean's source did claim. I was also given information by an independent source, who I believe is very reliable, on what transpired at the meeting. It was claimed that a document had been circulated at the meeting and was now being relayed to key ministries of many nations for further study and comment. I have yet to witness the document, which allegedly refers to an offer by extraterrestrials to help prepare humanity for the disclosure of extraterrestrial life. The meeting also apparently discussed how the UN was being encouraged to take a proactive stand on the release of secret technologies that will enable the development of free energy. The date 2013 was given as the time when extraterrestrials would unambiguously appear. This was consistent with the date given in my earlier article. I will share more information on the alleged document circulated at the UN meeting and the independent source confirming the meeting in my next communication on the unfolding UN initiative on UFOs and extraterrestrial life. What follows next is a report of the further meeting between Clay and Sean Pickering and their confidential source regarding the UN meeting on UFOs held on the morning of February 12, 2008. They pointed out that the unambiguous showing up of extraterrestrial life sitting over major cities would occur in 2017 rather than 2013 as described in the earlier article. The role of religion and population growth was also allegedly discussed and appeared to raise many issues at the meeting, especially for India. A significant descriptive term chosen by Clay's and Sean's source for the extraterrestrials that would show up on 2017 was the controllers. Such a term has clear psychological connotations and was chosen to have a particular effect on the target audience, both UN member states in attendance and the general public to which the information was being leaked. This is a clue that Clay's and Sean's source is conveying information that has been designed to trigger a certain psychological reaction that influences how issues are framed and discussed. Another aspect of the following report is that it was claimed that India would have a difficult time processing disclosure of extraterrestrial life, possibly leading to the elimination of Hinduism. This appears inconsistent with India's long tradition of advanced technologies and extraterrestrial life in its Vedic texts and multiplicity of gods. If, as the confidential source claims, that Roman Catholics will have an easier time with disclosure due to the belief of three gods in one, so too might a religion like Hinduism, which has a multiplicity of gods and is very eclectic. I believe that the mention of India as a country that might experience disclosure problems is likely a fabrication intended to confuse disclosure-related issues. When combined with the use of the descriptive term for extraterrestrials, the controllers, designed to trigger a particular psychological reaction and lead discussions in a certain direction, the possibility that the information is being relayed through an intelligence agency with considerable expertise in manipulating human psychology cannot be discounted. In the earlier message, February 13, Clay and Sean's confidential source referred to an admiral who was the ultimate authority for disclosure of the UN meeting to UFO exopolitical community. Is this evidence that the Office of Naval Investigations is involved in the UFO disclosure initiative at the UN, or at least filtering information to be released to the UN general public? Okay, I'll give you the link to it. Basically, what's going to happen here is that we are going to get a rude awakening, either 2013 or 2017. We are going to have, you remember the movie Independence Day, right? Where the big UFO comes over top of the city and it sits there all day, doesn't make a sound. Yeah. And then they're using the word called the controllers. Do I smell reptilian anywhere in this? Do you? Come on. This sounds like it's got reptilian written all over it. I'm not thinking the tall whites is part of this. I would love to hear what the tall whites would have to say about something like this. For those of you who don't know who the tall whites are, please see my other videos. Report follows. Original message from Sean and Clay to sent Wednesday, February 20, 2008. Subject: follow-up of sources UFO meeting at UN. Dear so-and-so, this email is follow-up of the UN meeting which took place Tuesday, 12/2/08 at 8 a.m. We met our source 7 p.m. Monday, February 18. Our source stated the following. 1. The meeting went well. However, our source left with a degree of frustration. 2. The meeting covered various topics. The issue of recent UFO sightings was one of many topics discussed. 3. Security around the meeting was intense. 4. Everyone was searched. Pens, ink pens rather, pens as in bobby pins, keychain items were collected and not allowed in the meeting room. There were multiple security checkpoints. UN security cards were confiscated upon entering the room. So, sounds like we're finally going to get disclosure. My question is it going to be the kind of disclosure that we're actually looking for, though? And that's the question. That is the big question, ladies and gentlemen.